Oh, hey. Now, I highly doubt that people are gonna come. But if they do, what's up? So I'm just turning this piece of junk on. Turning it on. And hope for the best. If nothing happens, nothing happens. So far, nothing's happened. So I'm just waiting for anybody to come on. What's going on, guys? Literally nothing's interesting with the Eagles right now. Besides, the cuts that have happened a couple of days ago. Other than that, it's just all waiting for training camp. Got nothing else to do. Or at least when it comes down to talking about the Eagles. And sorry for the lighting. It's really dark in my room. My lights aren't working. So, gonna have to deal with that. Michael Kendricks is open to the Eagles trying to trade him. That's cool. It's not like we've been trying to trade him for, ever. Eagles racing to get Derek Barnett ready for the NFL. That's cool. That's really cool. Merrill Reese says the Eagles are going to make a playoff spot for 2017. Reserve a spot. That's cool. You guys got anything to ask or whatever, just go right on ahead and I'll answer it. I'm just reading off stuff right now. Yeah, it's true. Serious knee problems. Blah, blah, blah. Rise of training camp at Target. Wait. That's cool. Yeah, there's legit nothing interesting with the Eagles right now. I'm going to be real. And I have nothing much to talk about either. So if you guys have anything to ask, go right ahead. I don't care. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-da-bum. 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 Ba-da-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-da-bum-bum. How do you feel about Jordan Matthews possibly being traded? I don't play fantasy football. Just throwing that out there. I don't play fantasy football. And Jordan Matthews being traded, I made a video just 40 minutes ago talking about it. Depends on what we get. That's for sure. It depends on what exactly the Eagles get out of the trade. So if we get anything good, then definitely. Say we get 2 draft picks or a draft pick and a player that we need, like a cornerback or whatever. I'm all for that. So, thank you, Joey Shakes. It's good to be a Philly Knight. Honestly though, I'm kind of honored that you guys even considered me. I know Spunky actually, he mentioned me to Desert Eagle and Eagle Speed, and they were all for me, which was pretty crazy to hear. So I'm glad to be a Philly Knight. But yeah, Jordan Matthews, there's a lot of stuff going on about him with the contract stuff, his knee, and 1 minute he's perfectly fine, the next minute he's still limited. So I don't know what's happening with him. If we trade him and we get something good out of it, I'm all for it. But I don't expect to cut him, that's for sure, and I don't expect him to really be that big of a factor. Nelson Aguilar is getting a lot of the reps, and he's actually surprising people. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. Man, I'm trying to see if there's any other news, and you guys can go ahead and ask questions or whatever, but there's nothing much to talk about, which is kind of sad. If you hear that, that's my dog scratching her neck. Majority of the talk right now is just Jordan Matthews. Which Eagles player are you looking forward to seeing? Give me a let me just reread those real quick. I have the chat on my computer down here. Sup Green Forest, how you doing? Which Eagles player are you looking forward to see playing, and what do you want to see out of that player? Good question, Logic TV. There's a lot of players, being real. Besides Carson Wentz, of course, I've put a lot of focus on him this offseason. I'm going to go out and say most likely Alshon Jeffrey and LeGarrette Blount, These are 2 new guys that the Eagles have picked up. What's up, Philly sports fan? These are two guys that we picked up in the offseason that should be able to make some really big plays for our team. What kind of... I'm not going to answer that question. But, LeGarrette Blount, I want to see him just full-on destroy anybody who tries to tackle him. I hope our offensive line manages to get some holes for him because he's not going to be able to hit the edge compared to Darren Sproles and Wendell Smallwood. And going back to Alshon Jeffrey, I just expect him to be the number one guy. I expect him to step up and, lead this young group of wide receivers along with Torrey Smith, of course, since he's the other veteran that we have. I just want to see them both work together, make a lot of plays for this team. Do I know Philly 500? I don't know him personally nor in person, but I've talked with him a handful of times about Eagles. He's a really cool dude. He knows a lot about you. He knows more about me or Eagles stuff compared to me for sure. So we're going to start partying when this is... come on, it's not even that big a thing. I'm not going to party, don't worry. What player do you think will have a breakout season this year and why? That's a good question, Tyler. I would go easy and just say Carson Wentz, but honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing... I'm going to talk about him again, Alshon Jeffrey. I mean, the main reason he came here and took $14 million when he could have taken like $53 million with the Vikings or another team like that, is that he's coming to Carson Wentz, a young quarterback, a young and growing quarterback that needs a guy like him. So I'm excited for that. What's your thoughts on the schedule? The schedule's not that bad. It's a really good schedule in my opinion. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun games. I like that we start off against the Redskins because out of all the NFC East teams, I want to get the Redskins out of the way. I hate the Redskins, and I just don't want to see them anymore. If we get swept by them, I'm gonna hate everything like 10 times as much. But like if we say we sweep them or we win, just glad those games are out of the way because the Giants and the Cowboys, those are gonna be rough games because both those two teams are playoff potential teams that have been to the playoffs in the past season. So we'll see how it all goes. Green Forest, Jordan Matthews. People are having feelings about something big about to happen. Yeah, I can see that because of what's been going on with both his knee, the contract disputes. Apparently that there are people asking him about it, and he's like brushing it off quickly to the side. So I don't know what to say about it. Record prediction. I'm going to make another video on that in a little bit. You new to the TTC. I'm not at all involved with the TTC. I've thought about it, but I've never really considered it. I'm just me, Logic TV. One thing you want to see out of Carson Wentz, I want to see him be more of a risk taker. But the thing about it is, I want to see him make the right moves when it comes down to throwing the football. I want to see him be smart, I guess, is the one thing I should say. You saw in the first 3 games when he had an offensive line that he was very smart with the football. Like going with people like Jordan Matthews and Nelson Aguilar and Dorial Green-Beckham, nobody to throw the ball to. He was very smart with where to throw the ball, when to throw the ball, when to hold it and throw it out of bounds and stuff. But after that, but I just want to see him be a lot smarter with the ball, You think cutting Barber was a good move? I'm a little mixed on that because we didn't cut him. Remember that. We didn't cut him. I didn't make a video on it, but we traded him to Denver for like a conventional late round pick in 2019. So it was good that we got something out of him. Not only we got rid of 2.1 million in the cap. So that's really good to have that more room in the cap, but also just having more. I don't know. It's a weird situation in my opinion. I'm okay with it, but at the same time, it's like, it was kind of a questionable move, and I wanted to see more of a fight for that spot now that he's gone, but instead they're going straight forward with this second-year guy that I have no clue who he is. I hope he's good. Hopefully he can turn heads, whatever. Do you think that the Eagles will sign a cornerback? I don't think we'll sign one. Honestly, I can see us trading for one. And I don't really want them to. I don't want them to trade anything else. Unless if it's, getting draft picks and we don't need the player that we're trading for. You know what I mean? Or we're trading to whoever, I think we'll be fine. Especially because in the future we're going to have Sidney Jones. on, on the team actually playing. So we'll see how it goes. Do you think the defense will improve? If so, in what areas the most? I do. I do feel like the defense will improve. I think specifically pass rushing. I think pass rushing wise, we're gonna be a really dominant team. Of course, the corners are a big issue, and our linebackers are pretty solid. Michael Kendricks gets a bit meh. Nigel Bradham, I know he's had his offseason issues, but I feel like he'll be perfectly fine. And then Jordan Hicks, once that bone in his hand is completely healed, I think that'll be good too. But honestly, our front four, Brandon Graham and all those guys, they'll be fine. And speaking of Brandon Graham and the front four, Derek Barnett, do you think he'll start? It's going to be more of like a rotation because you have him and Chris Long there, and you have Timmy Jernigan and Vinny Curry going up with Fletcher Cox and all that good stuff. So I don't think he's going to be a day one starter. I think they're going to throw him into the mix a lot, but I don't see him starting. And I saw that Phillies picture, Pat whatever. I like the move because we got 3 minor leaguers. I'm not following the Phillies as much as I should, so I heard about the trade yesterday, or whenever it happened. I think it happened either yesterday or today. My mind's in, bleh. But yeah, I don't mind the trade. He was really good. He was our only All-Star player. I hope out of the 3 minor leagues we got, he'll be fine. Do you think Jeffrey will get a big contract, a deal, or waiting for number 17? It depends on how good he plays. Like that's all I can say. It just depends on his stats after the season. What's up, Spunky? There we go. Favorite current Eagles on the roster and offense and defense? That's a good question. Offensively, I might just go out and say either Darren Sproles or Carson Wentz. I love Darren Sproles. I loved him when he was a Charger, a Saints. Now he's with the Eagles. It's great. Defensively, I'll go with Jordan Hicks. For a young guy, I know he's injured his shoulder a little bit, broke a bone in his hand. I think he'll be perfectly fine this year, and I can't wait to see them all play together. But those are my favorite players offensively and defensively. The obligatory YouTube question, your thoughts on Sidney Jones. Sean, I talked about him. I had a lot of controversy when we first drafted him, saying that we shouldn't have drafted somebody who has that Achilles injury. But honest to God, once he's 100% healed, then I'll make my own prediction on him and everything. I think we should just let him sit and relax for the rest of the rest of the regular season. Let him get 100% healed for 2018 season. That's my opinion on that. Most despised current Eagle. That's a good question. Either between Nelson Aguilar. It's either Nelson Aguilar or probably Nelson Aguilar. I'm trying to think of somebody else, but I can't think of him. It's Nelson Aguilar just because it's just he's just been a bust. I would say Marcus Smith if he was still an Eagle, but he's not an Eagle anymore, so I don't have to say his name. Excuse me, but yeah, Nelson Aguilar. And I'm hoping that will change, because last year I had a lot of hope for him. This year a lot of good has been said about him, even though I don't have a lot of hope for him, so we'll see how that goes. How about are you going to miss talking about Marcus Smith and Greenback? Yeah, I'm going to miss him a lot. I'm going to miss talking about that a lot, man. Tony should know. Which team worries you the most in the NFC and AFC? That's a really good question. I would say AFC. I mean, because we don't play them, it's the Patriots, but for teams that we do play in the AFC, the Chiefs and the Raiders, mostly because those two West teams, they're playoff teams. They battled each other out for the division last year. And I could even throw in Denver because their defense is still top tier, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions. So, most likely the entire AFC West, and then NFC, either the NFC East or the Seahawks, because the Seahawks, you can't cross them out. They're always a really good team, and Russell Wilson can make a lot of magic happen. Who do you think will make the Pro Bowl from the Eagles this year? Jordan Hicks, Alshon Jeffrey, Carson Wentz. Those are my 3, and I'm going to end it at that. Should I take tomorrow off to celebrate your Philly Knights induction? Oh, man. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead. Take tomorrow off. Do you think the Eagles will make the playoffs? It's a good question, and I've talked about it before, and I'm gonna flat out be honest with you guys. Say yes. 9-7 can get you a spot in this division because, or not in the division, but in the NFC, because you mainly in each division there's going to be that one team, of course. You know that there's going to be that one team that wins. The teams that I could see getting the buys are like between like New York, Dallas, or I wouldn't say Dallas. How about New York, Green Bay, and Seattle? Maybe even Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay looks really dangerous, and they're a huge sleeper in their division and in the NFC in general. I would be afraid for any team who plays them. Adding in Deshaun Jackson to the mix there. Last year they went on a late streak and tried to make the playoffs. We're like 1 or 2 games out, so I can expect them to make a lot of noise in the NFL. But I can see the Eagles making a wild card. Do you think we could win our first Super Bowl this year? No. I don't think so, because we still have a lot to fix. Overall, there's a lot of flaws, and Carson Wentz has a lot more development that he needs to go through. Let's see, I missed a few questions. Do you think Dallas will have as good as a year as they did last year? No. I do not. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are going to have that great a year, because they went 4-12 the previous year. And when you go 4-12, it doesn't matter what teams your division is playing, because each division plays the same teams. So like we're playing the AFC West. The entire NFC East is playing the AFC West. It's going to be a lot more difficult for them this year because they were the best team in the NFC. The year before, they were one of the worst teams, so they got an easier schedule. And let's be real, the Eagles should have swept them. The Redskins can't beat them to save their lives. And they got really lucky with a lot of the games, like Baltimore, Green Bay, a bunch of games. They had a really, really tough or a really easy schedule and won some tough games. And I don't know what to say. I don't think this year they're going to be as good. But who knows, Here's another question for you that comes up often. Do you want the Kelly? Yes, I want the Kelly green jerseys, man. My father and I talk about it a lot because there on Facebook and Twitter, there's a lot of talk about, them the Eagles trying hard to get them back, and how they have these prototype remake jerseys coming out and stuff. And there's a lot of rumors about it and everything, and I just wish it would all be true. I want the Kelly green to be back, because midnight green, I like it, but especially our alternate jerseys, they don't look great. The white and midnight green, it just doesn't look that great. The home jerseys look fine. The black on black looks cool, but it gets repetitive, especially last year when it was our Color Rush uniform. We saw it twice before. Why are we wearing a Color Rush? And then the Giants play us for Color Rush on that Thursday night, and they get the 80s throwback Giants helmets. Like, what the hell? Why can't we get that with Kelly green helmets? I don't know. Do you think Zeke Elliott should be suspended? Yes, I do. I really do, but it sucks that his ex-girlfriend decided to drop the charges. Now they can't do anything else to further the investigations and stuff. It's stupid, but, Spunky, what do you think about the Eagles going after Richard Sherman and Joe Hayden? That would be cool. I think, because Richard Sherman and Joe Hayden, they're aging, but they're not like Darrelle Revis aging, where they actually showed a huge, significant drop in production. That's why aside from him getting arrested during the offseason, that's why Darrelle Revis really got cut. He wasn't playing as great as he could have been, and the Jets were already taking that into consideration, and then he got arrested. I wouldn't deal with Darrelle Revis. Joe Hayden and Richard Sherman, I doubt we'll be able to get him. Joe Hayden, that could be interesting, and I think the Eagles should actually look into that, because Kyle Fuller, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Because if the Bears are willing to trade away somebody with that big potential in Kyle Fuller, there's something more to the story than just they don't want him, or they think they can get a better deal from somebody else for him, That's all up in the air. My boss and I can't take off tomorrow. I thought it was a legit reason. Man. I'm sorry, dude. Well, I can always reschedule. It's up to you, man. It's whatever, though. Should we go back to the old Eagles logos? I've talked about it before, Tyler. I think we should, but it's a tough way to get those back. So, do you think Jordan Matthews will be traded this offseason? Depends on the deal. I kind of would expect him to, and I wouldn't mind if he did. But it's all up to the Eagles organization. If they can manage out a deal for like an extra second or third round pick for 2018's draft, that'd be great. I would do that. If we could trade him for like a corner that is proven, then definitely. But like, I don't expect us to trade him for like nothing. You know, I think that's a big reason why we haven't traded him yet. Is because, you know, we want something. So that's a good question. I kind of a little, you know, meh about it, but, you know. How do you feel about, do you like Gibson, the wide receiver? They say he's like Jackson, number 10. What do you think? I agree the Eagles will go to the playoffs. Cool, rapper. Gibson, I like the highlights he had in college. I really do. He has a lot of potential, but they're saying he's been dropping unnecessary passes very consistently. Not just at OTS, but the start of training camp as well. I will tell you, though, Greg Ward, he's been a really big person to watch aside from Alshon Jeffrey and whatnot. But Greg Ward, I would definitely look out for him making the team this year. Gibson, he'll most likely make the team, if not practice squad, of course. But I don't know what to think about him because he's been talked about really not so greatly, in my opinion. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, or Ward. Okay, let me read these real quick. You think Jordan Matthews will be traded this offseason? I already said that, yes. Gibson, Ward, Johnson or Ward, who makes the team? Ward. I basically just answered that question. I think Ward will make the team just because I think he has a lot of potential. He's really quick, too, which is a really good thing to see. My thoughts on Corey Clement. Good question. I love seeing this guy in college. I want to see him make the team. Full on, I want to see this kid make the team. I think he's a good run, a really good running back. Let's just put it at that. I think he can make some noise in our backfield. If LeGarrette Blount doesn't decide to stay for an extra year after this or something like that, because we know Darren Sproles is most likely going to retire. I wouldn't mind seeing Corey Clement come in and, you know, be our number one guy. If we had to cut somebody for any reason, who and why? Ryan Matthews, because there is a reason. Why the hell is he still here? They're talking about keeping him. You know, there are actual articles about us keeping Ryan Matthews, and it makes me sick. I don't get why we still have him. I don't understand it. But in all seriousness, I would go out and say like Aguilar, for obvious reasons. You know, your predicted stats are Alshon. Oh man, if he can stay healthy, that's a good question, Spunky. If Jeffrey can stay healthy, I would go out and say about. Let's be reasonable. Like 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards, maybe like 9 to 12 touchdowns, and let's go out and say like 100+ receptions. I don't know, but yards and touchdown wise, I would say like around 1,000 and like 10 touchdowns. You know, something like that. Jordan Matthews will not get traded. It's most likely not going to happen. I'm just speaking my mind. If we could land a trade that would get us something good, I wouldn't mind it at all. Best player coming from the draft and why? That's going to be either between Derek Barnett or Matt Collins, because Derek Barnett, he broke Reggie White's sack record. Not only that, but he's a beast. I could see him doing really well this year. But it all depends, you know. Let's see here. Spunky, Eagles 2017 record. Ooh. I'm making another video. Trust me. I'm not trying to be slow with making this video. I'm making this video as preseason is going on. I've already made 2 in the past on their record. Both have ended up with 10-6. I can see 9-7, 10-6. At very best, 12-4. And I'm not gonna talk about 12-4 because that's most likely not going to happen. If it does, I'd be surprised. I'd be excited too if that happened. Goddamn. But 10-6, right smack in the middle of those 3. 10-6 for sure. Who's your favorite who's your favorite NFL wide receiver? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think about that much. That's a good question. Yeah. I'll come back to that. I gotta think about that. Good question though. Do you believe LeGarrette Blount will get 10 touchdowns? He could, because he is the kind of running back we're going to use in the In the red zone specifically, I can see him definitely being used in the red zone. So I could see him getting 10. I could say, like, at very minimum, like, he'll definitely reach 7. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he'll make 7. Super Bowl predictions, damn! We've escalated quickly. 2019. That can change, but as of right now, in 2017, I could see the Eagles being playoff or Super Bowl contenders 2019. End of story. I'll talk about more of that later on. Tony Snow, Julio. I really hope you're not talking about EDP when you say Julio. But, or the running back, or the wide receiver. Yeah, probably Julio. You're right. Did you burn your vast collection of Marcus Smith? Yes, I did, yeah. Dude, man. See, you guys can't... Actually, I'll show you over here in the... Ooh! I almost dropped it. Over here in the closet. Right over there, there's a lot of Marcus Smith stuff in there. Definitely. Sean Fitzpatrick, yes. I'm mad now because he's gone. It's upsetting, but what can I do? I'm just kidding. I know he knows I'm kidding. I just want to let you guys know. There's nothing Marcus Smith in there. The only Eagles jersey, like full-on Eagles jersey that's in there, is Sean McCoy. And the year I got that was the year he got traded, and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This year. I got you, Spunky. I think I talked about that on Tuesday. There's a lot of different... I can see a lot of different teams making the Super Bowl this year. Patriots, I feel like NFC or AFC-wise, Patriots all the way. Chiefs can maybe make it. Raiders can maybe make it. But I'm going to go... Patriots and the Packers. I'm going to go out and say that. Are you planning on going out to training camp? I would love to, but I don't think I'm going to be able to just because of my schedule. Not only my schedule, my father goes to work, and he takes our only car, and I'm not going to walk, on the bridge and everything to get to Lincoln Financial Field. So if I can, I will, but I doubt I will. Let's see what else I mentioned. Which Eagles wide receiver is more like Jackson number 10 this year? Jackson number 10 was my favorite Eagles wide receiver. I would say there's nobody that could resemble him on our team. Maybe Greg Ward, but other than that, I don't think anyone else could resemble a Deshaun Jackson like Deshaun Jackson did. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody that was as good as he was back in his prime, so... I hope that can change with Greg Ward, Matt Collins, or Shelton Gibson, one of the 3 guys that we got in the draft, and the undrafted free agent, of course. I have a lot of hope for those 3, mainly Hollins and Ward, but there's no one that could be as good as Jackson was. So, do you think Wendell Smallwood will be good this year? It depends on how much we see of him, because now we have LeGarrette Blount thrown in with the Darren Sproles. It could be interesting to see just exactly, what they do with those 3 combined. But if Wendell Smallwood does get a bulk of the carries in, say, 1 or 2 games to start the season, maybe. It depends, Our offensive line needs to hold up. Not only that, but he needs to show up, too. We saw a lot of sparks from him last year, for sure, but could Wentz outplay Prescott? That's a good topic, and I love talking about it. I always argue the fact that he did not have what Prescott had going into his first year. Prescott had everything handed to him on a silver platter. Frickin' Witten, Bryant, Williams, Beasley, Ezekiel Elliott. Like, come on, in the offensive line, he had everything handed to him. It's amazing he didn't get hurt, but Romo gets hurt every freaking year. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I know Prescott... I'm just joking when I say that. Prescott, I know he has more mobility than Romo did, and he wasn't as injury prone, but even so, like, Romo couldn't last a season there, and Prescott, in his very first year, lasted a season. Then again, Wentz lasted the entire season when Foles and everyone else behind us couldn't do that either, so don't be a dingbat. Oh, shoot, Rush. Where's Philly 500? Where is he? I wish he would show up here, because he would make this like 10 times as better. I love Philly 500. He's one of my favorite Eagles videos makers. That was a great reference, man. Proud of you. I just got out of a debate with a friend about why Wentz is better than Prescott and why we're more improved this year. It was fun. Hi, by the way. Hey, sexy sea turtles. How you doing? That's a debate that I would get in like almost every single day with a Cowboys fan or any other Eagles fan. That entire topic, it's easy to beat them, you know? I'm going to scroll up a little because I missed a few. I missed Spunky's. I think I missed Spunky. Yes, I did. Do you think the Eagles gave up on DeMarco Murray too soon back in 2015? I do. And I don't think it's more like we gave up on Murray. I think it's more like Murray gave up on us, you know, the organization as a whole, because of how big of a mess it was. Chip Kelly was your GM and your head coach. It was not a good sign. Give me a sec, guys. All right, I'm back. I'm alive. Don't worry. Let's see what else I missed. You have a whole album of Kiko Alonso. How did I miss that comment? Of course I did. Of course I had Ezekiel Elliott stuff, or Ezekiel. I just exposed myself. Of course I had Kiko Alonso stuff, okay? And Ezekiel Elliott, don't even, I'm just kidding, okay? Just chill. Your thoughts on why Lucky Whitehead cut from the Cowboys? Because he's aging? Because, honestly, I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't think Lucky Whitehead is what, you know, I don't think Lucky Whitehead is what the Cowboys wanted, especially at this time. They're probably trying to get more younger wide receivers to match up with Williams and Des Bryant, of course. So, you know, we'll see. Who do you think the number 2 running back in the wait, okay, let me reread that. Who's your least favorite Eagles player? Nelson Aguilar, for sure. Who do you think will be the 2 running backs in the depth? Smallwood or Darren? Probably Darren. I don't know. That's a good question. Do you like doo-doo? Dude, doo-doo is the best, okay? I love doo-doo. Because the Eagles are doo-doo, right? There you go. I love doo-doo. Alright. Will we sweep the Giants? Hell yeah, we will. Don't even ask me that question, Spunky. You know that. We'll always sweep them. We didn't sweep them last year, of course, but that's because they got lucky for Doug Peterson not going for 2 field goals when he should have, and instead he went for 4th down and 2s and missed. I remember that game vividly. I could not speak. My throat was, I couldn't speak at all. It was back in like November. And it was like 4th down and 2 both times that you know, when we played the Giants, they went for it on 4th and 2 twice, and we missed out twice, and we lost the game by 5 points. You missed on 2 field goal opportunities, and you needed 2 field goals to win the game. That's stupid. You know what? You're the best Eagles YouTuber. Thank you. I disagree, but thank you very much. Let's read out what I missed. Do you think we'll sweep the Cowboys? Most likely not. I think we'll split with them. But that all depends on I feel like if we win the very first game, if we win in Dallas, we can definitely beat them before the end of the year in New Year's Eve, you know? I feel like that's a definite yes. If we can beat them in Dallas, we can beat them in Philly, without a doubt. Your in-depth analysis of Matt McGloin, please. Sean, why would you ask me that? I mean, freaking, he's the man, you know what I mean? I'm going to see if I can put up the brightness real quick, but, come on now. He's the full-on man. I don't understand why you would ask me that question. Matt McGloin is the man. That's like not even a question. It's not even a question. Come on now. Jim Sampson, the troll has no life. Hey, it's okay. It's alright. Let's see what else I missed. Cowboys record in 2017. 8-8, boy. You're not going to do anything. They're 8-8. 8-8 for sure. Like, come on. Being realistic here, I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are as good as we think they are. Alright? We shut down Ezekiel Elliott until we decided to punt the football in the 4th quarter when we were in field goal range. You know what I mean? And that was the reason why we didn't beat Dallas and why they came back and beat us in OT. I strongly believe that right there. So, oh, before I forget, shout out to the irrelevant commenter. He's not here right now, but he wanted me, this is way past the Eagles stuff, but he wanted me to answer to the question, am I excited for Avengers Infinity War? So if you're a comic book fan or if you're a movie fan in general, I'm super excited for that because it's going to be a good movie. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be one of the biggest movies ever. So moving on from that, let me read on what I missed. Nice comment, Sexy Sea Turtles. I'll get to that in a second, I promise. Do you believe... Oh, no, do you believe Doug Peterson will improve from last year? I do. Yes, I do. I think that he'll definitely take last year as a stepping stool into what is up to come this year, you know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. Would you rather us beat the Skins or the Chiefs? If we can go 1-1 in those games, that's completely fine with me because I don't see us going 2-0. I would rather us beat the Redskins just because we haven't beaten them since, 2014? They swept us 2015 and 2016. We haven't beaten them since it was Nick Foles week 3 when he met the brawl, like the whole huge brawl thing that happened. I think we're going to beat them week 1 just because. I'll talk about that later on when I do another schedule breakdown. It'll go with full-on depth. It'll be live as well, so stay tuned for that, guys. Alright, my best friend was a Giants fan. He told me the Eagles sucked one day, and I opened a can of whoop ass and I was suspended for a week. Philly sports fan, that is how you do it, alright? Let's be real. That's perfect, okay? Screw any of your fans, or any of your friends if they are Dallas or Giants fans, okay? We don't want that. We are the Eagles, alright? We are the Eagles fan base. This is the Eagles nation right here, okay? You don't support with that. You don't talk with anybody but Eagles. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's no, but like that's a funny story because I would do the same thing, especially if I was a younger kid, you know. But if the kid was a Giants fan and I was friends with him, cool. But if he was a complete jackass over it, then totally, you know. All right, let's move on. Thoughts on Week 1 matchup? Man, Week 1 matchup. It's gonna be a good game for sure. I think we'll beat the Redskins. It's gonna be like a 27-17 kind of game. I feel like our defense is gonna try and dominate the most out of that entire game, and I hope we can see some Alshon Jeffrey action and stuff like that. So we'll see about that. Doo-doo, cool. Let's see what else is here. Wentz is better than Dak because Wentz won 3 games. Wait, let me scroll back up. With bad wideouts, Wentz broke an NFL record, not rookie record. Wentz was more mobile, has more mobility, but we just have to wait and see. And Lane Johnson, exactly. You see, who is that? Sexy Sea Turtle, 17. Exactly. He was playing with Jordan Matthews and Nelson Aguilar and Dorial Green-Beckham as their 1, 2, 3 guys. How do you expect him to get anything? The fact that he managed to have a positive touchdown to interception ratio last year by 2. It was what, 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions? That's really good, you know? I'm sorry. I'm not as good as him, okay? I'm sorry I'm not as good as Chris the Beast, okay? Jeez. Tigger, how long you been a fan of the Birds? I would, like, the answer for me would be, like, since I was born, but, you know. I don't think that's true, but I'm gonna look him up real quick because now let me see something. Yeah, you got me to look at least. Are you going to open practice Saturday now that you're a celebrity? How am I a celebrity? What? Because I'm a Philly Knight? I'm not even a known Philly Knight. It just happened 3 hours ago. Chill. Yes, I'm reading the old stuff, by the way, okay? I have a thing. And I'm watching it, and I'm keeping up with the comments because I don't want to miss any. How many Super Bowls do you think Wentz will win in the Wentz era? That's a good question, Spunky, and I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get to it. A lot of stuff is happening, but I want to go out and say 2. Like, I would be safe and just say 1, but I honestly believe we can win 2. I think Wentz, especially in the first 10 years, I feel like this is a long-term guy, you know? Maybe not like a Tom Brady long-term guy where he's been here for like 17 seasons, but like over 10. And I can see him winning 2. Maybe like year 6 and then year 9, you know, something like that. But I can definitely see him winning 2. That's a good question. What do you think about Derek Barnett? I just want to see him play. That's all I want to see him play before I talk about Derek Barnett. Sacred, how long you been a fan of the Birds? Okay, I'm going to come back to that question now. I would normally say that I have been a fan since I was a little kid, or at least like a baby, like as soon as I was as soon as I was born, you know. But in all honesty, I became a fan when I was 3, because that was the year the Eagles lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, I was 3 years old when that happened, and I still remember it because my parents were so mad. And that's when we all really got together and started loving that guy back there. You can't see him, you probably can't see him, but yeah, like the Eagles logo. That's when we became this huge fan. And then I remember the Super Bowl loss. When we lost to the Patriots, that is like one of my oldest memories. Was when we lost to the Patriots. Remember, I was decked out and everything. Hat, pants, shoes, shirt, whatever it was all midnight green, McNabb shirt, and all that stuff. I was full-on Eagles fan at the age of 4, okay? So I could say, at least when I was 4 years old, I was an Eagles fan. Oh, man. How long do you believe that Wentz will stay in the NFL? Good question. I'm going to say about, like, 15-something years, for sure. Because 15 years is a good number for a guy like him. I'm not saying he'll be an Eagle by the year 15, but I definitely can see him around for 15-something years, you know? I'm struggling to talk. Oh my god, excuse me. I am a celebrity. Sure I am. I am Viva O Sacred One, yeah. Sure. What quarterback does Wentz remind you the most? Good question, Spunky. I'm loving your questions, by the way, dude. Props to you. Shout out to Spunky, 1991. But, he reminds me of like a Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers hybrid, you know? He has the mobility of Brett Favre, and, like, they both have mobility, like, without a doubt. And then, he has the arm of Brett Favre, and he has, like, the mindset and everything, like, his attitude is a lot like Aaron Rodgers, just minus he's a lot happier. Aaron Rodgers is a lot more serious, but it's like a mix of the two. And then maybe throw in some, I don't know, maybe throw in some, like, Tom Brady. I'm not going to say Tom Brady, but you know what I mean. Those are what I think right there. Who gets angry when the Eagles lose, you or your dad? It's mostly, the both of us. But, like, the thing about it is that we're not exactly the same kind of Eagles fan. You know, like, it's funny. I wish I could get my father on camera with me so we can talk about this, because it would be, like I've always wanted to make, like, a weekly kind of thing where my dad comes on and we just talk about the Eagles. Like, if I could do that with him, if he had the time and if he actually wanted to, then that would be amazing. Because, the way he talks about the Eagles, the way he is about the Eagles, is just, he's a lot more serious and he's a lot more strict about a lot of things. Like, he gets a lot more upset at the little things than I do. Like, he'll get mad of like, Carson Wentz overthrowing somebody, even if he wasn't open. And then, like, we get mad over a lot of the things, but, the same things. But, like, he has more of a temper issue, I guess. I wouldn't say temper issue, but he has a lot more, anger inside of him than I would have. But, we both get equally upset, especially when the Eagles lose. My first year watching the Eagles was 2013. I'm 15, by the way, and I remember crying when the Eagles lost the wild card. Heartbreaking. Oh, my God. You're right about that. Sexy Sea Turtles again. Yeah, you're right about that, because we lost by, what, 2 points? We were winning by 1 point when, what was his name? Who was the corner? I think it was number 26. If you guys can just please help me out real quick. The corner that the corner that got the face mask or the unnecessary roughness on oh my god, I can't remember, but somebody got a face mask on no, he was it was during the 2013, the wild card game against the Saints, when Darren Sproles was returning back the punt return, and he got like a horse collar tackle or something. I can't remember his name. What was his name? He was like, he got booed a lot. He got booed. At the game I went to, the Rams game back in 2014. Williams, that's who it was. Thank you, Philly 500, and welcome. Hey, thanks for being here. But yeah, Williams, whatever his first name is, Williams. Yeah, I remember that, and that's the instant where my dad and I legitimately just threw everything on the floor and just walked out, came back in and watched us get our asses handed to each other as Breeze just made like 2 quick plays and just freaking ran the clock out, you know? Yes, Philly 500 is here. It's nice to see you, man. Let's see what I missed here. Rumor has it is that your mother is the biggest Eagles fan at home. That's actually not true. I think it's me or my dad. You know? Eagles fan, boo everybody. Well, this guy was, what was his name? I'm looking him up right now. I want to see his first name so I can remember him fully. Kerry Williams, that piece of crap. Now I remember. Now I'm getting mad. I hated him. I hated him so much. He's still a free agent? What the heck? He's a free agent still. What in the world? That is that is crazy to think about. My favorite memory as an Eagle fan is when we lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Yeah, Spunky. I agree. I agree 100%. Kerry Williams, yeah. Do you remember when Riley Cooper dropped that wide open catch? I believe it was the play that cost us the game. I do remember that, and that's I do remember that, and that's when I started to hate him. And then he did the racial slur thing a year later, and then his career just went downhill. He's still a free agent now. No one cares about him, so you know. Let's see what else I got here. Favorite memory as an Eagles fan. Definitely, without a doubt. Oh, this is like a story time now. Oh, okay, Spunky. Alright. But, alright, this is Spunky's question, of course, but, this was back in, I think it was 2010. Who here remembers, who here remembers the Miracle at the New Meadowlands? Because that is by far my favorite Eagles memory, without a doubt. I was like, I'm just a 10-year-old kid when that happened, and my father, my father and I were watching the game, and he's the one that normally gives up like instantly. I guess I kind of just decided to push away from him being that kind of guy, and I just wanted to be more of an optimistic Eagles fan. And I guess that's where I am now, just being like the most optimistic Eagles fan. I'm loving the chat, by the way. Exactly what I want to see in the damn chat. just keep that going. But like, I remember him screaming at the TV because he was mad. We were losing like 24-3, and then we came back. It was 24-10, and I was like, "We're gonna win this." And then I remember by the time it was 31-31, and Deshaun Jackson, right before he went and returned the punt return, "Hey Hunter, how you doing?" I told him he's gonna win this. He's gonna return it right now. And my dad looked at me like I was a delusional little kid, because that's what he thought I was. He was like, "No way, we're going into overtime. We're gonna lose." And I looked at him like, "Dude, can you just have faith for once?" And he fumbles the football, picks it back up, runs it in, and best Eagles memory right there. Miracle at the New Meadowlands. Best game I've ever watched. Best moment ever. Alright, let's see what's happening here. You'll get older and you'll get jaded. I was you in 2001. The chat, you lose track of your thoughts. Damn straight, Philly 500. It's not like, I mean, I watched a few of your streams and I saw you have the same exact issue, but yeah, it's starting to happen now because the chat right now is a little crazy. Let's see what I missed here. Do you remember when Kerry Williams horse collar Darren? Yes, I talked about that earlier, and that's. Can we please pause for a moment of the silence of Marcus Smith? I don't want to do that, Sean, but thanks. My favorite Eagles moment or memory. The Snow Bowl versus Detroit, Week 17 win, division win, beating the Patriots in 20. Oh yeah, the 2015 Patriots game. That was one of my favorite videos ever. It has like 45 views. Go look for it if you want. I like just ran up my room like, dude, this is happening. We're winning. It's like it's the tie game. Like, what the hell is happening? It was crazy. Are you a girl, Spunky? Yeah, Spunky, guys. Spunky is the biggest girl ever. Okay, just because of what he's saying in the chat, that makes him a girl. Spunky, guys, is a female because he's joking around in a chat. All right, let's move on. What's up, Spunky? Okay. Worst memory as an Eagles fan by far was getting blown out several times in 2015 because that was bad. It was terrible. Like, I don't think any of you guys were subscribed to me in 2015. 2015, I had maximum of 25 subscribers. And I would get like 1,000 views because I was screaming my head off because we were getting destroyed. That might be a troll, Spunky. Oh, yep, here we go. Okay. I don't care, though, honestly. Just, yeah, okay, Spunky. But, yeah, like, the blowouts in 2015, worst memories ever as an Eagles fan. Eagles will break our career high with Eagles. Do you agree with that number 17? I do agree with the number 17, and, I can see that happening. Depends on if he's actually healthy. You know what I mean? Like, he just has to stay healthy. Please. Okay, I missed a few comments. Let's look up here. What is it? I went to an Eagles-Dallas game this year. The Boston game. Did you go to the one in Dallas, or did you have to go to the one in Philly? The one we went. Troll account. This is the real. Oh, yeah. I see it now. Okay. There are two Spunkies. There's a troll Spunky account in here. I gotta look for him real quick. You can tell the difference in the actual picture, as well. Like the troll Spunky has the same picture of Spunky, but it's like more zoomed in, and Wentz is more to the left of Spunky's, which is actually more centered and shit. Yeah, I can see that now. Finally, thank you for saying that though, because now I not only can I see that, but I can believe it. There's gonna be don't start that. No, don't make a troll me account, because like I saw Desert Eagle having the same issue where he had a troll, or not necessarily a troll account, a wannabe account, and he had the exact same freaking everything. I love how they have different ones. Yeah, right? Like, you can tell it looks similar, but it's different at the same time. You can tell. No, it's off-centered a little bit. That's funny. Well, that's what YouTube is. A bunch of trolling accounts as well. You know, that's how it happens. But, it's Jam Samson. It could be. Yeah, Spunky wouldn't talk like that. I took it as a joke just because I get a lot of stuff like that, so. Oh, thank you, Desert Eagle. I'm glad you can make it here, man. Thank you for even considering me, honest to God. Like, I know the Spunky came out and told me, like, last night that he talked to you and Eagle Speed about it, and I was like, oh shit, thanks. Like, I didn't expect that, and then here we are. The day later, I'm here, so it's an honor. So thank you a lot. I'm gonna kick you off. I mean, you have... Okay. Alright, fine. It's the pathetic troll. Yeah. Troll DE. Is it really? I couldn't tell because it was just on the screen. So if that's a troll, then that will make more sense because he's probably already freaking gone. Desert Eagle, because he has the vacation going on and stuff. This freaking stream, what the hell? And I can't freaking get control of this freaking thing. Wait one sec. Has no vids on channel, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. Gotta love the trolls, man. Gotta love them. Like, I don't... It's so stupid, though. Like, it's funny how, like, the Eagles fan base is getting the trolls, you know? Like, there's a bunch of troll EDP accounts. I haven't seen any troll Philly 500 accounts. Philly 500, by the way, you can expect that soon. You just hit 1K. You can expect something like that just because you're getting the publicity. Desert Eagle, he's at 2K, has his own. Spunky, he's only at like 350 something, last time I checked, and he already has his own. I'm surprised I don't have my own. And now someone in the chat's already talking about it. It's gonna happen. The trolls are gonna take over this freaking, like, oh my god. Yep, Jim Sampson's girlfriend. Here we go. We got some trolls in here. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Oh, well, you'll get, yeah. I'm already getting them, slowly. We need a mod in here. You're right. I should definitely take time to set that up. Like, I'm getting used to the whole stuff here, you know. I haven't seen any of the Philly 500 trolls. Like, that's the thing. Hey, you. Hey, what's up? Huh, you good? Wanna say hi? This is a little dog here. Just because we're already off topic, we're talking about trolls. I'm just gonna hug my dog real quick. JK, yep, gotta love him. Yep. Honestly, I'll set up a mod whenever I can, being real, but like right now, I'm just chilling. I'm letting the stream go as wild as it can be before I say good night. Hey. I'm gonna check out his most recent video then. Yeah. I'll check that out once I'm done here. Like if you guys have any other Eagles questions, go right ahead. I'm gonna be here for like another 10 minutes, depending on how much longer I want to spend here, of course. Don't make me a mod. My first time catching a stream. Mod someone you know. That's a good question. All right, Tony Snow. I saw that question earlier. Jeffrey versus Norman. That's a really good matchup, and I'm assuming that Jeffrey will win that because Jeffrey's got the height. Excuse me. Jeffrey's got the height advantage over Norman, without a doubt. And Norman, he had a lot of issues last year, even against us. You know, freaking Nelson Aguilar last year, like as crappy as he was, he actually did, in fact, burn Richard Sherman. He didn't catch the football, but he burned Richard Sherman. So, smuck you that, LOL, you trolls. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this real quick. I'm gonna look at this real quick because this is kind of getting irritating. Huh. I don't know, honestly. You gotta love the trolls. Yeah, I know. It's YouTube though. There's everyone is like that on YouTube. Not even kidding. There's Sean. Thank you for an actual question. Thank you, because I'm actually legitimately getting tired with the trolls. Who's your most important Eagle on defense? It's between Jordan Hicks, honestly. I almost said Richard Sherman. He's gonna pull a plug on this in a minute. It's Malcolm Jenkins and Jordan Hicks, without a doubt. Malcolm Jenkins is the only reason why our secondary actually stays alive. You know, and God forbid I get any trolls. Ban. I'm just waiting for my troll. If you guys see any fake sacred carries, just message me or comment or whatever. Tell me, because I love to see it. You know? I love to see that. I'm just going to ignore them from now on. Back to football. It's like, thank you. Yes, please. Most important. Brandon Graham, you're right. I forgot about him. How did I forget about Brandon Graham? He's like our best pass rusher. You're right. Yeah, Brandon Graham, without a doubt. So, you guys can continue to ask questions. I'll answer to them. I'm just going to take some time and get these freaking piece of crap trolls out of here. I say Jordan Hicks or Jenkins. Yeah, I agree with that as well. I still want a Jam Simpson live stream. How did I not see that thing earlier? Okay. Yeah, that's funny. How do you think Torrey Smith will do this off season or this year? That's a good question. I am hoping that he does good. People talk about he's washed out. I've said he's washed out. Philly 500 said he's washed out. A lot of people have said he's washed out. I have big hopes for him. Honest to God. Have I purchased my... Dude, I should get a Caleb Sturgis jersey. Oh, man, I'm going to look these up right now. No, I haven't. I haven't gotten a Caleb Sturgis jersey. But, yeah, I can only hope for the best with Torrey Smith. He's going to definitely be, on and off. But, LeGarrette Blount stats. I'm not saying 1,000 yards. I'm saying about like 700-ish. I feel like overall the rushing, overall is gonna be one of the best. Not the best, but like maybe like top 16, like legitimately number 16. Donnie Jones jersey. Then I would love a Donnie Jones jersey. All right, moving on. Sacred, you play Madden, right? I do, kind of. I mean, I do own this. I'm not planning on getting Madden 18 just because I haven't played this in like over a year now. That's an exaggeration. I just haven't played in a while because I'm not good, so I just stopped playing. I barely play anything anymore. The fuck is popping? Hey, we got an EDP 445 troll in the freaking stream. Oh my god, yes! My life is fulfilled! Okay, I took that a bit too far. But yeah, we got an EDP troll in here. That's nice. I certainly love EDP trolls. Yeah, I barely play on my PlayStation anymore. Like, I just haven't felt the use of it. Over-exaggerated question. I don't care about that stuff. But I'll go on and just say, I don't know, McGregor. One nice thing came from the Chip Kelly era. The fact that we got Sam Bradford, let me explain, because a year later we would trade and make Carson Wentz our starter. There we go. It was all part of the plan. You see, Howie Roseman knew it. Day one. Oh, that too, Zach Ertz, I guess. Wait. When was Zach Ertz drafted? Was he drafted 2013? Yeah. Jordan Hicks from True. Jordan Hicks too. But I would also like Jordan Hicks, Sam Bradford, because we got, why are you here? I don't know. Why are you here? You don't have to be here. You can go if you want. It's all up to you. But yeah, there's a lot of good things that came from Chip Kelly's era in a way, and a lot of bad, of course. But yeah, that's what I thought. He was a rookie in 2013. So yeah, Ertz, Hicks, and Bradford, just because we used Bradford in a way to kind of get Carson the starting job, I guess. I don't know how to put that, but it like we got Bradford. Next year we draft, I don't really care. Do I care? Do I miss Byron Maxwell? Hell no. I hope he's having fun. Then again, Miami, he and Kiko Alonso did make the playoffs last year, and if Tannehill wasn't injured, maybe they could have made some noise. That's what I'm just saying there. 2017 Rookie of the Year. Oh, I got the perfect answer for that. Mike Williams! Everyone wanted him in Philly, and then look what happens. He's, out. So, now, honestly, that's a good question. Rookie of the Year, I don't know. We'll just have to find out. Wait and see. I would say Jonathan Allen, maybe. I know he's a Redskin and all, but still. Do I miss Bradley Fletcher? Hey, at least that's a normal question. No, I don't miss Bradley Fletcher because he was, he got burned the most. It wasn't fun. So I'm going to answer 5 more questions. 5 more legitimate questions. What do you think of Donnell Pumphrey? Luna, hey. No, we're not barking right now. Donnell Pumphrey, he's too small, but at the same time, he could be useful in the punting game. I don't want him to get a head-on collision and the NFL not call a penalty, and then bad things happen to him. So he's really quick. He has some potential. I just want to see how we use him. It all depends on how we use him. 2017 MVP, Tom Brady. I'm sorry to say, but Tom Brady. Your thoughts on the soon-to-be Las Vegas Raiders? It's stupid. Yeah, my dog does miss Bradley Fletcher though. He was her favorite player back then. Sproles is small, but Sproles is like Sproles. I want to see Pumphrey prove himself. I almost said herself. Prove himself like a Sproles kind of player. If we can get him like a Sproles kind of player, if he can be like Sproles, that'd be perfect. Because I just don't want to see him get hurt and stuff. So we'll see about that. We'll get. Okay. Wait, I need to go down a little bit. My thoughts on the Raiders going to LA. Unnecessary. I love the Raiders. They're one of my favorite AFC teams, but I don't want them to go to LA. It's kind of stupid in my opinion. I really don't know. Yes, honestly, that's a good thing to say, because I'll agree that Hollins was for sure a steal, for sure, because for where we drafted him and like the potential he has for our offense, definitely. Pumphrey, I just need to see. Excuse me. I just need to see him in action. You know, preseason will really help me get an idea on that. Will we sweep the Skins? Yes, we will. We'll sweep the Redskins. We'll sweep the Redskins and the Giants. Okay. No, honestly, I hope we sweep them. I don't know if we will. I think we will, but like I don't know. Hey, look, we got a Giants fan in here. What's up? What's up, Fireblast 2000? How about fuck the Giants? Sacred, I vividly remember you saying Aguilar was a steal. When the hell did I say that? Please, oh please. When did I say that? Favorite Eagles coach of all time, Jim Johnson, without a doubt, man. Rest in peace, Jim Johnson. I wish he was still here. Call me crazy. I fear the Redskins more than I feel the Cowgirls or the... I am actually calling you crazy. The Redskins don't have much. They got a few guys defensively, and they lost their GM. They lost Jackson and Garcon. They lost Jackson and Garcon at wide receiver, you know? Well, I can't talk shit on you guys. You guys own us. And I'm going to match on our Super Bowls. Hey, you sound like the Cowboy fans. Love Jim Johnson. Yes, Philly 500. He was the man. You know, he was by far the best defensive coordinator we had. Like, Jim Schwartz, sure, he's good. But, like, Jim Johnson, man. 2008, I actually have this. This is the team that Jim Johnson led to we were wild card. We were 9-6-1. We went all the way up to what's it called? We went all the way up to the NFC Championship game, and we lost to the Cardinals. But yeah, I have this ever since then. I've never opened it because this is my favorite Eagles team besides 04 and 03, of course. The only bad thing about 03 and 04 is that I have barely any memories of it. So, alright, I see a lot of F. Kirk, F. Eagles, stuff like that. See what's happening here. Yeah, Eli Manning, yeah, definitely. I just want to our defense, as our defense, yeah. Meh. Firebots, get help, you're delusional. You know, there's a lot of delusional people out there. You know, they need their help, but they just won't get it. You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know, I'm called delusional, but I speak the truth. So, at least I'm trying to. No more excuses. F.U. Carson Wentz will beat. Okay. Who's better, Sean Lee or Jordan Hicks? Jordan Hicks, just because he's younger and he just, they're both, like, really good. But Sean Lee, he's injury prone in a way. Odell, Sterling, Ingram, Marshall, Jenkins, ZCR, Collins, JPP. JGP is nothing, okay? He's a four-headed freak, okay? He shouldn't even be in the... You're not making the Super Bowl, dude. You're not going. Nobody from the NFC East is going to the Super Bowl, okay? Please. Please, please, please. Yeah, I didn't expect the stream to get this drunk. I guess, Sean, this is the way of celebrating for the Philly Knights. Because everyone else is getting delusional, except for a few of us. I'm just, you know. But yeah, in regards to Sean Lee or Jordan Hicks, you know. But no playoff win since when? Since 2011. You guys haven't done crap since you won the last Super Bowl. Just saying. Who are you talking to, Fire Blast? That's my question. I really want to know, who are you talking to? Are you talking to, like, are you talking to Sexy, whatever his name is? Sexy Sea Turtles or something? No looting sacred. Yeah. Sexy, okay. Well, for one, they got, we have a point over you. It's just that you guys haven't made any noise in the playoffs since your last Super Bowl victory. The Eagles and Cowboys and the Redskins of all teams have been much more freaking productive in the playoffs since 2011. So, just saying. Well, I actually know the Eagles and Giants haven't really been. We haven't won a playoff game since 2008, but still, I'm just saying we've been better than the Giants. Eagles. I'm not gonna. Eagles. Do I like your username? Sure, your username is not bad. Who's better, Bell or Elliott? Because all the Cowboys fans say Elliott, but Bell on your line, yes. Le'Veon Bell, hell yeah, I'd take him over Elliott. Yeah, at least we appeared in the playoffs this year. Did y'all? Hey, 59ers football, how's it going? And okay. Just because you made the playoffs, I made a video on this earlier in the year, going out to Cowboy fans because they wouldn't shut up, and I got a lot of hate for it. You made it to the playoffs. Whoop-de-doo. Did you win anything? Did you actually move in the playoffs at all? Did you actually win a game in the playoffs? No. You lost, and you're back on the bench with the Eagles and Redskins who didn't make the playoffs. Get over it and stop talking crap, okay? Like, I hate seeing Eagles and Cowboys and Redskins fans and Giants fans, when they make the playoffs and lose their first game, talk crap to the Eagles because we were 1 game out or 2 games out and we didn't make the playoffs. You guys made the playoffs, but you didn't go anywhere. It's just like you played an extra preseason game. It didn't matter because you didn't win. So what's the point of talking, you know? That's just my opinion. I hate when people talk about making the playoffs when you didn't go to the Super Bowl or anything. If I were to talk shit to a Patriots fan, it would be different because they won the Super Bowl, dude. They beat us in the Super Bowl, and 2, we actually didn't make the playoffs. They made the playoffs, and they won everything, okay? Like, there's a difference there. Oh, my God. I'm going to calm down now because I need to calm down, actually. Well, F Nolan Carroll because he sorry has got a DUI. Do you play fantasy football? No, I do not, Sean. I never got into fantasy football, and I'm still not really ever wanting to get into fantasy football. It's just not something that I'm interested in. It's never been something I'm interested in. TBH, if you had told me you'll make the... Take it at least when we... Okay, let me reread that, because it went off my screen too quickly. TBH, if you told me you'll make the playoffs... Yeah. We do hurt losing the playoffs, of course. But, like, going into the playoffs, making it, and then losing your first game, that's not a good sign at all. You gonna watch the preseason games, or do you really not care? I'm gonna watch them, yeah. Without a doubt, I'm going to watch them, because I want to see these young guys. I got you. Like, I understood the typo. But I want to see what the young guys can do. I want to see what the rookies can do in a preseason setup, you know? What do you think of Eli? I mean, he's getting older. I like the question, by the way, and I'm not gonna be biased or anything because I'm an Eagles fan. I actually enjoy Eli Manning. Both the Manning brothers are kind of cool in a way. You know, they both won 2 apiece. That's one thing. So mad respect to that. But Manning, I feel like he's getting a little bit washed up. He's been in the league for a while. I mean, Peyton, you can definitely see the decline, especially when he went to the Super Bowl. He got benched. He was injured. He came back and won it, sure. But Eli, on the other hand, like, he just... you've seen the controversy with Odell Beckham. Now you have another guy in there with Brandon Marshall. It's going to be interesting to see how they react. Eli ain't good in the regular... Yeah, basically. It's strange that Eli actually does get really good in the playoffs. I'll admit that. He does get good in the playoffs. But regular season, nah. How many preseason weeks do you think there should be? Honest to God, I think there should be 3. 4 is a nice number, no, but like 3. And then give them like a break in between. Because, like, especially the teams that play on a Thursday night football game, you know? Like the Patriots and Chiefs this year, they're playing right after their last preseason game. I feel like that's a little bit unfair in a way to both the teams. And I mean, I know the Patriots aren't going to care. They're going to cheat their way or do whatever, but, you know. All right. I'm off to bed. Good night, man. Thanks for coming up into the stream. It was a blast having you here. Good questions and all. I want Dak to get exposed. Like, give Dak what Wentz had last year. Exactly. You know, here's a Giants fan agreeing with an Eagles fan here. This is what I'm talking about right here. Like, Wentz did not have at all what Prescott had last year, this year. You know, now Wentz has more things to work with this year. It should be a lot better for him to really prove that he's the real deal. How bad do you want the Pats to beat the Chiefs? That's a funny question. That's actually a pretty good question, because I don't really care who wins or loses that game. I don't have any hate towards Andy, but I have a lot of hate towards the Patriots, so we'll see what happens. Best quarterback in the NFC East? There is none. Let's be real. Because, for one, Eli had one. Let's be real. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but, like, in my personal opinion, Eli has one guy to throw to, and that's Odell Beckham. That might change this year, because, of course, you know, yeah, Brandon Marshall. That does change a lot of things on that offense, of course. And then whoever else they got, I'm not 100% familiar with the Giants and their roster, but the Giants, they only had Odell Beckham for a majority of the past 3 years. Wentz, he didn't have much to work with. Prescott, he got off lucky. You know, I'm gonna continue to say that the Cowboys, they had the easiest schedule. Yes, 59ers football. I am a Philly Knight. It just happened like 4 hours ago. Yeah. But the Cowboys had an easy schedule. They won 4-12 in 2015, 2016. Out of the 4 division rivals in the NFC East, they got the easiest schedule. The hardest schedule was most likely the Redskins and the Eagles, because they were first and second. Am I into TTC? No, I am not. I thought about it. Haven't really considered it at all. I'm in the Philly Knights and not the TTC. Congrats, man. I just saw Desert's video. Yes. I wasn't expecting it because I know he's going on vacation and stuff, wedding and all. I'm thankful that he actually made the video. I'm thankful that he and Eagle Speed actually consider me too. So I really can thank Spunky for actually telling them about me. I know, like, Desert, Eagle, and I talked a lot. But at the same time, I didn't really expect him and Eagle Speed to actually consider me, you know. Philly's mind changed. Yeah, but I'm not in the TTC. I've thought about it, kind of, especially when I first started talking with Desert Eagle last year, but, you know, not really. What's up, Kelly Green Wings? How you doing, man? Good to see you here. I'm going to be on here for a little while longer. I'm honestly trying to be here as long as I can. It's only 10:19. I got nothing else to do. So, let's go. That's awesome for the both of you. You both deserve it. And thank you, 59ers football. Do you know Mr. Bad Dog 7676? He's the alpha of the Giants fans in the TTC. Their group is called the Giants Mafia. That's such a dumb name. Okay, I'm not gonna call it a dumb name. I'm just joking. But that's cool. I didn't know him at all. I know the Giants Mafia is a thing because I know that's their main fan base. I don't know the Cowboys fan base at all, and I sure as hell don't know the Redskins fan base. Because the Redskins on YouTube, there's like barely anybody making videos on YouTube. I know a lot of Cowboys fans out there. Like, I've seen a lot on my own videos, EDPs, Desert Eagles. I see a lot of people that are Cowboys fans talking, you know. And then same with Giants fans. I mean, I have a Giants fan in here right now talking with me, and I appreciate the sub. If you actually did sub, by the way, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, because I try to be as unbiased as I can. Wait, the Redskins have fans? Exactly. I don't know. If Jim Sampson takes my spot, that would make me like, ooh. Hey, Kelly Green Wings, I just saw your latest video. You're a great inspiration for being positive and not giving up, man. I'm gonna check out your video in a little bit, Kelly Green Wings. I gotta subscribe to you too, if I'm not already. So I'll check you out in a second, once I'm done here. But big Cowboys fan. Yeah. Yeah, like the Redskins, they're like the smallest band of fans ever, you know? Alright, see you, Fire Blast. For a Giants fan, being real on YouTube, you're pretty chill. Thank you for showing up. Ah, man. Lighten up, Spunky. Hey, at least the Spunky troll ain't here anymore. Neither are the Jim Sampson trolls. You know, at least they're not here. No, we don't want that no life troll in the Philly Knights. I'm trying to gather subscribers. I only got 29, but I do it for the love. See, exactly. There you go. I started this channel in 2015. I don't talk about how I started, but like it was bad when I started. I didn't get any subscribers or any views consistently compared to now. I really mainly got the subscribers and stuff 2016, the start of the regular season, when I made consistent Eagles weekly videos. People started showing up. I got like 100 to 500 views consistently. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? And I kept getting subscribers. I talked with Desert Eagle, and then all of a sudden, poof, you know, things blew up. And it's just been a fun ride ever since, and I just love talking about the Eagles. And the fan base is awesome. You know, like all you guys are actually pretty chill, being real. It's controlling the force behind YouTube. We are all in trouble. Yeah, this is not. Is he the guy that got EDP taken down on YouTube? Please. That whole thing was stupid. I didn't talk about it that much, and I got questions about it 2 days ago on my other stream. But like that whole thing, honestly, he did break all the rules and stuff, but still. Lord of the Dingbat Nation, dang, the Dingbat Nation. My favorite nation aside from the Philly Nation. Okay. Yes, he was behind the demise of EDP. Oh, he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Sampson is back. Great. No, honestly, Sean Fitzpatrick, he's a lot more chill. Like, he just jokes around. That's the main thing with him. He's not like a Jim Sampson or all those trolls. I mean, I got an EDP troll in here earlier, too. Like yeah, you're Kane Dingbat. I'm just the sacred one. According to Fitzpatrick down here. I'm sacred one. And we got the King of the Dingbats. And we're all connected by Eagle Nation and Philly Knights. So, you know, it all comes full circle, I guess. Let's see what I'm missing here. Yeah, this chat is funny. This chat's making me laugh. My voice is cracking because I've been talking for like the past hour and a half nonstop, and it's not healthy for me. We all love Philly 500. True. Let's be real, man. He's a great video maker. I'm being real. Jim, I'm following all the rules of YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna let this guy, Jim Sampson, I'm gonna let him mess around for a little bit, then I'm gonna just block him off of here. Give me a sec. Oh my god. Where's the demo? Yeah, thank you, Zachary. No problem, man. Big surprise player on the Eagles this year. Definitely, without a doubt. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm going to say Timmy Jernigan went now. Well, I won't say, like, you know, like the biggest surprise, but I think Timmy Jernigan will definitely turn some heads. I think he's going to show up and be a big factor on the defense. No. Alright, let's just, take him out of here. For 300 seconds. How about that? I love messing around on here. It's funny. But yeah, biggest surprise player that, like, it's a really good question, and I'm just gonna... Who is Chipmunk Dickhead? Haha. Probably me. How about all the Cowboy suspensions? There's a lot of them, and it's kind of crazy because, like, I don't expect the Cowboys to be good. And with all, like, they got a linebacker suspended, arrested. Ezekiel Elliott's going crazy with everything that's happened with him. Like, I don't know, man. It's stupid and it's messed up, yet the Cowboys are still favorites in the NFC. Logic, please. I don't know. Oh, my God. What a move by Howie Roseman. I just saw that comment. Who's your under-the-radar Eagle on offense? Oh, that's a good question. I'll definitely do that 59er football. I will. But under the radar offensive player, I'm gonna go on a limb and say Trey Burton. How about that? Because Trey Burton, he had a few moments last year, but we just didn't use the tight ends at all last year. Like, Ertz didn't do that great half the time, and along with that, like Brett Selleck was barely used at all, and then Trey Burton would have some great plays, and he was taken out for the rest of the game. It doesn't make sense to me, but I want to see more of Trey Burton. I'm not spitting the gum out, dude. I need gum. Okay, chill. Can we beat the stupid Redskins already? I'm saying we're gonna sweep them. All right, like we're gonna sweep them, and it's gonna be good. Revis, no, 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 exactly. See, yeah, 59 football. No, we're not. I'm not dealing with someone who was arrested, charges were dropped, and then frickin' everything else has happened with him and his stats going down. You happy Nick Foles is back? I honestly am. I am one that loved Nick Foles when he was here, especially in 2013. I'm glad he's back. He can help Carson Wentz out a lot. Respect royalty here. Are you really a Patriots fan, or are you just another troll? Because we've had a lot of trolls, and I'm just curious. You know, just... Please get Hilly Hansen back. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, yeah. Well, it's nice to have a Patriots fan, I guess. I'm going to try not to talk shit. Being real. Do you think Mills and Douglas will be able to stand their ground by the end of this season? Maybe. With the help of Robinson and, of course, your safeties, they can maybe. How many trolls? About, like, 6 or 7. We've had a handful of trolls here. It's been bad. We've had a few spunky trolls, a Desert Eagle troll, and then we're just waiting until a Philly 500 or a Sacred Eagle troll gets in here. Being real, like, yeah, Spunky does have a lot. It's fun. It's weird. Kelly Green, come back, please. Is Sidney Jones on what leg or still best corner? Right now on one leg, no. When he's healthy, maybe. We'll talk about when he's healthy, then that's a different question. Jordan Matthews for Julio Jones. Come on, what kind of a trade is that? Do you really think the Falcons would take that? I don't think that. Yeah, exactly. You see, and and if you're a real fan, like I can already tell you're a real Patriots fan, and you're no bandwagon or anything like that, or a troll or anything. There's too many trolls on YouTube, especially in the football. Frickin' the football, like I'm not even gonna talk about it. It's just irritating. Would I trade J Matt for Aqib Talib from the Broncos? That's a good question. I don't know if the Broncos would take that, but if they would, I'm all for that. Like, that's the kind of thing I was talking about. If we could get something big for Jordan Matthews, then of course go for it. But if we can't get anything for him, what's the point in cutting or trading him? Exactly. So, and yeah, Kelly Greenwings, I'll definitely check out your channel once I'm done here. I'm going to call it quits in about less than 10 minutes. So, ask your questions now, everybody. Let's go. If we move quickly, can we rehire or reacquire McKelvin? Why? McKelvin wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. He wasn't good, man. I don't want him. I really don't want McKelvin back. Like, being real, I don't want him back. That's just not good. Alright, guys. I'm going to take 3 more questions, and then I'm out. The trolls are getting so bad. Desert Eagle clammed up about them. Yeah, I know. It was crazy. I saw that video yesterday. After seeing Spunky's introduction to the Philly Knights, I was like, really? There are people that legitimately do that? Like, why? What is your meaning in life? Because then there was an EDP 445 troll in here. Like, that's so stupid. And then of course the Desert Eagle troll was in here. The Spunky one, it was bad. Your second favorite Philly sports team, Philadelphia Phillies. I love the Phillies, man. Excuse me, by the way. My throat's a little bleh. You can probably tell. But I love when they went to the World Series in '08. I went to. I'm pretty sure they played the Dodgers. In a series to get to the World Series. I went to one of their games, and it was one of the best experiences that I've ever had at a Phillies game. And like I still go to Phillies games today, and they're still fun and all, but they're not winning anything, so it hasn't been as fun. But in the end, you know, I can do a room tour. Not right now because the light. I just dropped yet again another thing, but I'll do a room tour eventually, probably on stream just to make it all easy, just to have fun. But yeah, I'll do one, just not today. Do you think Peterson will have a great year too as head coach? That's most likely. Yeah, I can see it. Maybe not a great year, but a much better year than he had year one. Our record against AFC West teams, 3-1. I see us losing to either just the Kansas City Chiefs or the Oakland Raiders, because those are the only two big-time playoff teams in that division. The Chargers, they're a difficult team, but they're not playoff potential. And the Broncos, they've clearly lost a step. So, I was surprised by seeing the Phillies beat the Astros that by 9-0. Worse, McCannon or Peterson? McCannon. Because baseball, the way baseball is, I don't want to get into a baseball discussion because I hate baseball right now. But you're supposed to get young minor leaguers onto your team and let them develop together, you know, when they're all young and good. That's the best thing about the 08 and 09 back-to-back World Series Phillies is that they were still pretty young and they had the chemistry. They knew each other. You know, like Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Shane Victorino, Jason Ward, Pat Burrell, all these guys, Cole Hamels, Brad Lidge, Carlos Ruiz, these guys that I grew up watching, they've been playing with each other since 2004 and on. Until, of course, the team had to break it all up. But now you got people like Cameron Rupp and Tommy Joseph that are going up with young guys like Abdul Herrera and Michael Franco. Like, what the hell? You know, like, I don't understand. Best divisions in the NFC. NFC East is number 1. Number 2 would be NFC West. Number 3, NFC South. And then last, NFC, whatever it was, you know? It's just, how late are you going to be out celebrating your big news? Oh, dude, all night. For real. How would you celebrate if the Eagles won a Super Bowl? I would be probably on another live stream just going crazy, being real. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, it would just be a monumental thing that I would just flip out about. Kelly Green Wings, you should check out the movie trailer for the new movie Strong. But yeah, like going back to the best divisions in the NFC. Number 4 would be the NFC North, I guess. The NFC North would be the worst, just because it's the Packers. That's all it is, Packers. They always win that division. Number 3 would be the South, Falcons and Panthers and stuff, and Tampa Bay. That's on the rise, but number 2 would be the West, and then number 1 would be NFC East. How did your dad react to your Philly? He doesn't even know what they are. I haven't told him because he doesn't know what they are. I'm just gonna tell him like, hey, I'm a part of this Eagles fan group thing on YouTube. He's gonna be like, cool. You know, he's in his 40s. He doesn't know anything about the YouTube stuff. He just knows that YouTube is a place where you watch videos, even though it's a lot more than that nowadays. So, like, I don't know. Best Eagles game you have been to? I've only been to one, and that was, I guess that's the best Eagles game I've been to. It was the Eagles versus Rams here at home in 2014. It was like week 5. Guys, make sure you block every single troll you see on your channel. Yeah, I'm starting to do that, Mr. Bacon, man. I honestly am, because I'm tired of them. It's with Jake Gyllenhaal and somebody. Yeah, I know what movie you're talking about. By the way, it looks pretty good. But yeah, best Eagles game. Like I said, the Rams, because it's the only game I've been to. LOL, your dad is smart. I'm with him. Yeah, he doesn't know much about anything about, you know. Do you want to kiss Doug Peterson? Oh, here we go. Giants fans and trolls. Yeah, I'm in my 40s. I'm old too. Well, I didn't know you were that old, bro. I'm sorry. But, hey, my father, he's not at all technology stuff. Like, he has issues with his iPhone, and he likes to chuck it against the wall sometimes. Don't worry, it's in an OtterBox case, so it manages to live.
I've been to 8 Eagles games, and they've all been in Dallas.
Huh. That must be fun, honestly. That must be, honestly, that must be a really fun time. Eagles suck. Not really. I wouldn't say the Eagles suck. I'm in my 40s. I just learned how to use YouTube, or halfway. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, once you put time into actually learning about it, it gets simple. And, like, I'm not trying to say that because I'm just, you know, I'm in my teens, you know, so, like, I grew up with this stuff. But, like, it honestly isn't that hard to get used to once you have actually taken time to learn from it. Like, seeing you live stream is great, and, like, seeing you learn Philly 500 is great because you're already a great YouTube video maker, especially when it comes down to Eagles stuff. So, like, it's really awesome to see you learn and get better because you deserve it. I'm glad you hit 1K, by the way. Yes, I am 17 years old. Turned 17 over a month ago. I'm going to be a senior in football. It's all good. I'm just busting chops. Well.
Yeah, I'm 17 years old. I'm almost as old as Doug Peterson. Oh, my God.
How old is Doug Peterson? I mean, I don't really care about him, you know. Thank you very much. It's nice to say thank you. I'm honestly just an amateur. Hey, we're all amateurs, though, so it's all good. Giants are going to win the NFC East in your dreams, man. Honestly, they might, but hey. Sacred just turned 30. Don't lie to these nice people. Do I sound like I'm 30? My voice is still cracking. 4-time Super Bowl champs, Big Blue. Wow, good for you. You do know. Look up your NFL history. The Eagles are actually 2-time NFL champions. Before it was a Super Bowl, we've won in the NFL twice. Just for the record. I'm going to look this up, too, just to make sure I'm 100%. Because I know for a fact we have actually won championships. Yep, before the merger, the Eagles... Oh my God, no rings. Hey, before the merger, including the 1960 championship, when they were the only team to ever beat Vince Lombardi, after whom the Super Bowl was named, and it's Green Bay Packer Eagles in the playoffs. It's actually 3. There we go. Okay, there you go. See, the thing about the Eagles is that we are champions. We just didn't call it Super Bowl back then. So if they changed the name of NBA Finals to the NBA Bowl and then Cleveland and... exactly, you see, like, it's so stupid. Just because of what, a merger, or just because we decided to change the name and name it after one of the greatest head coaches, doesn't mean you're not a champion in the end. We have 3 championships in our history. That's the same amount of Super Bowls that the Redskins have. FYI. So please, let's move on. Yeah, we still suck, yeah. Yeah, totally. Hey. Stop it with the no Super Bowl rings up. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Alright, guys. In 2 minutes, I'm done. Once this stream hits 100 minutes, I am officially finished. Tom Brady got rated 99 in Madden at 18. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? I said the 60s was a while back and we won now. True, but even so... Even the Jets have more championships than the Eagles. Hey, we're better than the Bengals, at least, right? We're better than the Bengals. Alright, guys. Just start up with the questions before I head off in about a minute and a half. He's pretty much a LeBron of the... Exactly, except LeBron... You know, I don't know. I'm not going to go. Go easy on the alcohol tonight, pal. Yeah, I will, trust me. Alright, guys. Let's go with the questions. Come on. Ask me some football questions before I head off. Because why is the Patriots fan trolling an Eagles fan? Because they beat the Super Bowl in 04. Duh. They beat us in the Super Bowl. Like, why not? The Eagles fan base is one of the biggest fan bases that hate the Patriots. So, you know. Do you like Doug Peterson? I do like Doug Peterson. My Eagles and Madden franchise have won 8 Super Bowl. Come on, Philadelphia. Well, Madden is not NFL. Starting center opening day. Probably Jason Kelce. I don't see us trading Jason Kelce. I don't. I think I see us most likely trading Matthews. That's probably it. Y'all beat us the last time we played you. Yes, we did. You're right. And that was with the crappy Chip Kelly team. So, you know. It wasn't a Super Bowl, though, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, guys. I'm about to end this up, so come on. Yeah, sure. Just because Julian Edelman was injured just means everyone was injured, and that's why you lost. Alright, guys. Come on. Hit me with some good questions before I head off. No, I really hope that Clement doesn't make... Or I hope he makes the actual team. See you later, 59er football. Thank you for showing up. Hey, Gronk has been injured for the past 2 seasons. So, and you guys won a Super Bowl. You can't make any excuse. All right, can we beat Denver this year? I believe we can. I believe it. I think our defense is good enough to stop their offense. Their offense isn't that great. Their defense is the main issue, so we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, one more, and then I'm calling it a night because I'm getting tired of standing here. I'm honestly, I've been standing here for 100 minutes and 32 seconds. So just give me one more good question. Are you off to a party with Jim Stanton? Yeah. Enjoy your stream. Take care. Hope you guys have a great night. Congrats on your acceptance to your group. Enjoyed your live stream. Thank you, Philly500. Thank you for showing up, man. Appreciate it, and I'll see you later. Peace out, man. And great guy. All right, guys. One more actual question. Thank you, Spunky. Here we go. Who is the team we have to worry about the most on our schedule? That's a good question. Let me look up the schedule, and I'm just going to talk about this. Let me go right ahead, because I need a refresher anyways. I know we play the Raiders on Christmas, which is the big-time game, but let's look at what else that we got here. I'm going to run down the schedule and talk about this really quick. Redskins, Chiefs, Giants, Chargers, Cardinals, Panthers, Redskins, 49ers, Broncos, Cowboys, Bears. I would go on a limb and say it's between the Raiders, Cowboys, maybe both times, and the Seahawks, because the Seahawks are still a dangerous team. Russell Wilson can make a lot of money happen. The freaking Raiders got Marshawn Lynch now. That's really scary. And then the Cowboys are just irritating my soul every single year. So I'm the alpha of all trolls you'll see on football videos. You probably are, and I'm going to call it a night. Spunky, I thank you so much. You've been here like the entire time. It's been great answering your questions. It's been great answering all your questions to everyone that was here. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to try streaming like every other day whenever I can, because it's always fun talking with you guys. Minus the trolls. I'll see you all in the next video, whenever that may be, whatever that may be about. Sacred Eagle, subscribe if you're new. See you guys later. Peace out, guys.